Welcome and thanks so much for joining us here on the Owatonna Today Show on this Friday, March 15th. I'm Deb Gillard, guest hosting for Shelley Whitehead. Glad to be with you and glad to be hosting the programs here this week. Shelley will be back with you again next week, but it's been a good and fun week. Very, very glad to see some familiar faces here this week. Do remember that you can always find the Owatonna Today Show on Charter Channel 8 6 days a week here in the Owatonna area, and then out on the internet, Facebook. Like Owatonna Today Show when you get there, and you'll get the new links to programs that are being uploaded. I knew I was going to lose my voice here yet. Got the tickle in the throat that won't go away. Also, blip.tv and YouTube, and just Google Owatonna Today Show as you might imagine, and you'll probably find one of those programs too. Also, if you have ideas for guests or show topics, get a hold of Leanne, Owatonna Today at charter.net, or her cell 390-5751. Of course, the Owatonna Today Show would not be possible without the generosity of the Owatonna Today Show supporters, and they do include our premier supporters, the City of Owatonna, Express Employment Professionals, Owatonna Public Utilities, Safe and Drug-Free Coalition of Steele County, United Way of Steele County, and the Steele County Food Shelf. Primary supporters are Amy Swain Hearing Centers, Coda Living Community, and Park Place Senior Living, Little Theater of Owatonna, and interlude supporters are Abraham Consulting Technologies, A+ Sew and Vac, Brenda Bednar Mortgage, Glenn Mager and Tim Thomas of the Brick Mager Funeral Home and Medford Funeral Home, Brookdale Senior Living, Sterling House, and Clarebridge of Owatonna, Carlson Branstad and Company CPAs, ERA Gillespie Real Estate, Fairview Animal Medical Center, Horizon Eye Care Professionals, Clancher and Son Landscaping and Concrete, Napa Auto Service, the Owatonna Business Incubator, Pizza Ranch of Owatonna, Profinium Financial, R&K Electric, Snap Fitness, Steele County Blades Junior Hockey, Steele County Historical Society, the Third Hand Incorporated Video Productions, and TPS Insurance. And we hope you'll support these organizations and businesses by patronizing their businesses and telling them thank you. And if you are at all interested in becoming a supporter of the show, please get a hold of Leanne again, 390-5751. She'll be happy to get you a supporter packet. That's all for our supporters. On with the show for today. That was a mouthful, and we've got a lot of good information coming after our first break. We'll be back talking with Greg and Michelle about the Big Brothers Big Sisters Evening for Kids' Sake right around the corner. A little bit later on in the show, Brookdale Senior Living, Shawn McNulty will be joining us. So please stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Jody Voisin with the staff at Fairview Animal Medical Center, your other family doctor. Fairview Animal Medical Center is a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Juvenile fire setters is a big problem in the city of Owatonna. If you have any problems with juveniles or young adults setting fires within your homes or your community, please get in contact with the Owatonna Fire Department, and we can help assist you with rectifying the problems with the juvenile fire setter. This is a public service information from the Owatonna Fire Department.
Hi, we're Mark and Becky Stevens of the Owatonna Pizza Ranch.
And we support the Owatonna Today Show.
This March, as part of Minnesota Food Share, we hope to raise $100,000 and/or pounds of food. Minnesota Food Share contributes additional money based on our local donations. In 2012, 3,671 individuals living in Steele County registered at the food shelf. By the end of 2012, the food shelf gave out 600,000 pounds of food. Thank you for your generosity. With your support, we are able to provide a resource in Steele County for our neighbors in need. No one in Steele County should go to bed hungry.
Welcome back, and thanks again for joining us on this Friday, March 15th, St. Patty's Day around the corner. Welcome to Michelle Redman and Greg Zweber. How are you?
Doing well. Thanks
for having us. Both of you here from Big Brothers Big Sisters, and Greg, the Executive Director. Michelle, okay, I have to let Fund Development Director. I always like to get people's titles correct, so thanks again for joining us, and it's amazing how that time of year rolls around again, and we're into the thick of some really great fundraisers here.
Seems like we're just here.
For you, for me, for all of us, yes. So if you can, before we get started, and we have a lot to talk about in relation to the event that's coming up, but can you give us a little overview since you were here last, Greg, what's going on with Big Brothers Big Sisters, some of the programs and things that have been happening and that are
we
continuing?
came off of 3 consecutive years of having over 500 children served, and we were down just a little bit last year, but at 484 kids in the 3 counties we serve, which is Rice, Steele, and Dodge. But we're pretty happy with that. We've had some challenges with the school site program that I'll talk about in a second too, with the coordination of the schedules. But so we're really happy, and we're really happy that we're serving the kids better. We're really focusing on how we're providing support to the matches and making the good matches to start with. So we're very happy with where we are as far as how we're serving the children that we are. One thing that we've really focused on the last couple years here and made some big strides with is our Mentoring Children of Prisoners program. And you'd be amazed at how many kids in the 3-county area here that have a parent who is incarcerated. Out of our 484 kids last year, 118 of them in our program had a parent who's incarcerated, just in our 3 counties here. So I think a lot of people think that a problem like that is something for the cities or urban areas.
Or maybe there's 1 or 2 or
yeah, it
like
doesn't make a difference, and it's right here in our small towns too, where kids are struggling through that family dynamics or the lack of a parent being gone too. So we started that really focusing on that a few years ago. We had a state grant to help us fund that, and because of the budget cuts and all those types of things, that only lasted 1 year when we were really expecting 3 years. So part of what we're doing, the Evening for Kids' Sake and our other fundraising, our United Way partnerships, why those are so important to us is we still want to focus on those kids that have a parent who's incarcerated, but we need to have the funding to do so. So part of the thing that helps us with that is our agency partnerships, with which we started about 3 or 4 years ago, and we're very happy to now have 4 platinum partners. That's Federated, Wells Fargo, Go for Sport, and Walzer. This is the newest one, and then a new gold level sponsor too in Bremer Bank. So Bremer's been a great addition for the community here and for us too. Bremer Bank itself is sponsoring us, and then we also just were awarded an Otto Bremer Foundation grant too. So they've been a welcome addition to the community here for Big Brothers Big Sisters and a lot of the nonprofits here. So that's been a great thing for Owatonna.
Okay. So as you mentioned, this event that we're going to be talking about here in a minute is a lot of those funds then are going to continue that program. Can you just, in a nutshell, obviously the Big Brothers Big Sisters program is impactful in so many ways, those big and little matches and the mentoring programs, but what was maybe a takeaway from the first year that you had with that specific mentoring program with the children of incarcerated?
Yeah, there's lots of studies that'll show, whether it's local or national, that if we do nothing for these kids who have a parent who is incarcerated, the likelihood that they themselves at some point in their lives will become incarcerated is 70%. 70. Really? So really what that comes down to and why we focus on it when we learn that, and then the impact that has on us as taxpayers. To incarcerate a child or an adult in our country is anywhere from $35,000 to $55,000 depending on where they're at. So, and that's taxpayer dollars. So we want to be that piece of intervention that comes in that life. We can't guarantee that that child will never get in trouble, like the parent has, but we know if we give them a consistent and dependable big brother, big sister in their life, that'll help with that. And our studies are showing now, as we're 2 or 3 or now in our 4th year into this, that we are making a huge impact with those kids, and we're getting them down a better path, and so that they don't look at what mom or dad did as kind of their sense of normal. A lot of kids are just like, well, eventually that's what I'm going to end up doing too. No, here, let's put this dependable, consistent person in your life, and let's follow their path that they're on.
Different, very, very positive influence then for them to look at, and that's what mentoring is all about. That is wonderful. Well, again, this event sounds like it's going to be supporting that, and we want to talk about that and leave enough time to talk about all the great things that are happening on the Evening for Kids' Sake. So, Michelle, it's coming up on the 23rd, right?
23rd of March at the Steele County History Center. This is our 12th year of Evening for Kids' Sake, which is just amazing. And it has really evolved into this gala event that is so much fun. Dinner, silent auction, live auction, and we also honor our Bigs of the Year at the event, which is a wonderful thing. So it is a great night to be had. We just have a few tickets left. So if there's people out there that are still that want to attend our event, please give us a call as soon as possible, because there is just a few tickets left.
History Center can hold a lot, but it's a finite space after all. So
yes, there is. And that space is wonderful. We get to use one of the rooms just for our silent auction items. We have around 85 silent auction items. And we're able to place them around the room, which is, I think, their meeting room. And people have the space to walk around and bid on these items and see these great things from all the different sports tickets, like the Minnesota Timberwolves and Wild and Twins tickets, to some beautiful baskets like you see out in front of us.
Let's talk a little bit about some of these. So as Leanne is focusing on them, you can we're going to start on the one right in front of me.
Okay, we have
Fiesta.
A little Fiesta Sangria basket that is so much fun with that Mexican-inspired pottery there, and that has a $50 plaza gift certificate with it, and really fun. The next one over is for all of our Husky fans, of course. We have everything you need to go to support your greatest Husky player.
To be a Husky player, yes. No matter what the weather. I see some of the...
Yes, we have the bear paws in there, we have the blankets, we have sweatshirts, even flip-flops for the summer.
Wow.
So everything's in there, and plus you get 2 OHS activity passes, which is, if you're a parent of an athlete, you know how great that is. And then the next one over, we have just some fun, we call this our tangerine basket. It's just some fun summer plates and pop and fun to get out there and entertain in the summer. And then up on the table here, we have a basket that was donated by one of our bigs, and this is our Nook basket. It's a Glow Light Nook, the newest one out there, and also a Starbucks gift card, so you can read your book and have some coffee. So that's just a little selection of some of our silent auction items. Our live auction is coming together. It's amazing. We have roughly 30 items on our live auction. We're trying to scale it back because we don't want too many, and some of them are so crazy good, unique, something that we've never had before.
Crazy good.
Like a fighter jet ride. I mean, you don't actually ever get to go on a fighter jet, so that's cool. We have a luxury dream vacation to Cabo, which is, if you saw the pictures, it's beyond luxury. It's just gorgeous.
Oh my goodness.
We have, this is really cool with Chief Hiller. We have an all day, we have breakfast with the chief, and then 2 hours on the shooting range with actual machine guns. Hours. Really cool. And then you spend the rest of the day fishing with some of the police officers.
Oh, very nice.
So great day. We have a party bus for 20. We have on the glass hockey, tickets to the Wild. We have hot air balloon rides. We have an airplane ride. We're thinking down to La Crosse and have dinner and then fly back to Owatonna.
Oh, very nice.
How fun is that?
And when do you ever get to do that?
I would call this the bucket list of a live auction. You can check off most of the things on your bucket list that you've ever wanted to do right here at our live auction.
That is really neat. So, and that's just an amazing lineup. So let's go through the evening so people know kind of how it's going to play out. It's like you said, a whole gala of things going on. Silent auction. When does that happen? When's the live auction?
Our doors open at 5 o'clock, and the cocktail hour, silent auction goes till about 6:30. Then we seat for dinner.
Okay.
And then after we have dinner starts, and we do our live auction, and during that time we do honor the bigs of the year. Okay. So it's usually wrapped up by 10 p.m. It's a great, fun evening. I'd like to say that our live auction sponsors are Prairie Ridge Orthodontics and U.S. Bank.
Okay.
And then our bigs of the year table sponsor is Viricon. And without their help and also the agency partners' help, we couldn't do this. So
you could not. I know.
We really
great
appreciate
help from the community, and it's going to be a great evening, as Michelle mentioned. If you're still hoping to get a ticket, get a hold of them right now and see if there are some of those few still available. And it's going to be a great evening to support what you do all the time at Big Brothers Big Sisters. So thank you for the planning of the event. Look forward to hearing that it went wonderfully well. And then Bowl for Kids' Sake, I think, follows shortly. Yep, and you'll be back here on the Owatonna Today Show.
Exactly.
Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you so much for having us.
We'll take a break for our supporters, and we'll be right back.
Hi, this is Dave Efforts with TPS Insurance, and we are proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
I needed more than just another dead-end job. I wanted a career, so I expressed myself.
With the kids off to college, I decided it was time for me to go back to work and express myself.
Express got me in touch with some really great companies. Now, I'm on my way to a great career.
Express Employment Professionals is in contact with thousands of companies in need of quality employees. Come in now and get the job you deserve.
Express yourself today.
When you or a loved one needs specialized care, where can you go for help? Park Place Senior Living and Coda Living Community provide a home with personalized services. Park Place Senior Living offers apartment homes with housekeeping or nursing services that meet your unique needs, including extended assisted living in the former Cedarview Care Center. Coda Living Community provides rehabilitation and short-term or long-term care in Owatonna's newest health care facility. A hallmark of the Benedictine health system, both locations are committed to providing quality care where health, independence, and choice come to life. For more information, please contact me at 507-446-4946.
Hi, I'm Doug Johnson with the Owatonna Business Incubator. We're here to help small businesses start and to grow. We're a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back, and thanks again for joining us on this Friday, March 15th. Now, I have to explain the series of events that have myself here and Shawn. So I am guest hosting this week, but we were also on as Brookdale Senior Living, which many of you know. I am now working with Shawn at Brookdale Senior Living, Sterling House in Clarebridge. So I said, this is kind of funny. How am I going to interview myself? But Shawn, of course, was probably going to be on the show. So we would have had Shelley here and Shawn and myself there. We are just in different chairs. In any case, we still get to talk about Brookdale Senior Living.
That's right. We're here to do the right thing.
In Clarebridge and Sterling House, exactly. So Shawn, of course, is the executive director, and we want to talk a little bit about, as we have before, just kind of the overview of just remind people who Brookdale Senior Living is here in Owatonna, Sterling House, and Clarebridge.
Absolutely. Well, Brookdale Senior Living, we have both memory care and assisted living here in town. We have 24 units or 24 apartments of memory care. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
Okay.
and we have 19 units or apartments of assisted living. So we offer a wide range of services in the memory care, anywhere from early stage to end stage dementia. The one thing that you do have to have when you come into the memory care is a diagnosis of dementia of some sort. Because we are a secured community, people are not able to go in and out, and so we have to make sure that it is a safety concern that person needs when they come and move in with us. Yes. On the assisted living side, it can be anywhere from somebody maybe just needs help with managing their medications, maybe they're not eating properly and they need some help with nutrition, and it can be that they really need some full cares. They need help with dressing and bathing. Again, it's early stage diseases that might be there to very end stage. So we do the whole gamut at both communities.
Mm-hmm. And I know that. And I'm the one that, and Shawn used to be the one that was mostly out there doing, and I'm going to talk about a couple of the education series and things that we've got going on, but, and Shawn, of course, is still very involved with our families but would have been the one, maybe the first point of contact, and now that's me. So I'm the one that if you know of someone or you are part of a family that is certainly facing someone who's needing to look at the possibility of assisted living or memory care, I'm your gal. So you want to give me a call and I'll be happy to walk through that with you.
Yeah, and that, I think that what we always want to remind families, and you do a wonderful job of this too, is it is very stressful. And a lot of times you're just at first looking for some answers. You're not necessarily looking for placement right now. And so starting that conversation with somebody like you or with myself, either one of us are always available, it's getting the answers that you need. Sometimes the diagnosis is the hardest part, and so having somebody help you work you through that diagnosis of, what is dementia, what can I expect, it's a great way to get your hand out there and get the information that you need. And that brings us to the education, because I know that's one of the things that we are...
That was a wonderful lead into that. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Segue. So, without even meaning to, I think you're very right. And I know this is a lot of what you were doing also in my taking in the position that you held previously. I'm very happy to be continuing along with some of the things that we're doing. The support group is one that I know you've been facilitating for quite some time. That is the third Tuesday of every month. So this coming month, it's next week on the 19th.
Yes.
And that's at 2:30 at our Clarebridge. And I think I usually remind people that it's, I think we have people at the support group who have had a loved one with us at Clarebridge, who may have someone with us at Clarebridge right now, but they don't have to.
Exactly.
It's a memory care support group. So we have a number of individuals who are simply needing that support because they're maybe still caregiving at home for someone with memory care, or looking for, not answers, but certainly help in dealing with some of the things that have to do with Alzheimer's and other dementias. Yeah. So we welcome anyone to give us a call and let us know that they would like to start attending that. It's a very usually a small group, a very casual group, a very nice group of individuals that are really there to support each other.
Yep. The one thing I like to remind people too about, and I know you do too, is if you are caring for somebody and they're not able to stay home, you are more than welcome to bring your loved one with. and we can do an activity. There's always something going on at Clarebridge. We can entertain and do that, and you can have that time with that group of people and get the support that you need.
Because a lot of times that is the challenge, obviously, if somebody is caregiving for someone with Alzheimer's and dementia. Secondly, and this ends up falling on the exact same day, the third Tuesday of each month, we are doing an Alzheimer's and Dementia Caregiver Education Series. That one is held at Senior Place from 10 to 11 o'clock each of those days, and it's a very comprehensive but basic at the same time answers to a lot of those questions that you were talking about. So when you start down the dementia and Alzheimer's journey, there are a lot of things that you may have questions about, certain behaviors. How does pain factor in when someone has dementia? All those communication, what can we do better with communication if it's not verbal anymore, that we're able to communicate with somebody? And so that series is something that we have a new topic every month, and that's going to be going on throughout the year. And anyone is invited to attend. That's in the multipurpose room at Senior Place. So that's just another support of that particular group of people. And if anyone has any questions about that, just give me a call or call Senior Place or look on their calendar. It's always there, and anyone is welcome to attend. The other thing that we're also have the benefit of, Brookdale Senior Living is such a large national company.
Yes.
You wouldn't know it here in Owatonna necessarily because we have the small Sterling House and Clarebridge communities, but Brookdale Senior Living is the largest senior living provider in the country, and we have that backing for us, and it's to provide things like the Alzheimer's and Caregiver Education Series. But one other thing too, is the Optimum Life Continuing Education Series. So I've done 2 of these now, January and February, and we continue in the month of March. And these are on the 3rd Wednesday of each month, and they are specifically designed for nurses, social workers, and case managers, and they can actually earn 1 hour of CE, of continuing ed credit for that. Those are from 11 to noon, and again, they're at Senior Place. I simply help facilitate that. It's a teleconference. But as a Brookdale Senior Living representative, being there on hand, then I'm able to provide you with a certificate as you leave for that CEU. The next one coming up this next week is Dr. Kevin O'Neill, and he's going to be talking about the very broad prevention strategies for healthcare-associated infections. So in healthcare settings, some of the infections that can happen, taking a look at those, what are they, how they can be prevented, that kind of thing. And so it's just little, short little topics. It's from 11 to 12 or a little bit before, and everybody gets lunch while they're there, and they're in and out, and there again too. Give me a call for, we do ask for RSVPs on that one simply because we are providing lunch at no charge, and we do need to make sure that we're in a room large enough to accommodate. So please get a hold of me if you're interested in that. Or again, because Senior Place is helping with these, just give a call there if you've forgotten, then they'll help direct you.
And the nice thing is there's no charge for any
there is no charge for any of those things we were talking about.
Yeah, it's just a great service. Again, I don't think that I can reiterate enough how much education is just vital. It is vital for the medical care teams that are caring for your loved ones, and it's vital for you as a caregiver. It's power. It really gives you the upper hand, and it gives you the help that you need.
Yep, you can't have enough information there. I was just going to take a look at some of the other topics that are going to be coming up: older adult wellness, end of life care, suicide prevention in older adults. These are some of the continuing ed opportunities that are going to be coming up later on in the year. And so we may have people coming in and out as the topic relates to their particular field of expertise, again, if it's social workers or case managers or nurses. So again, we want to have that offered out there. One of the things I'm really excited about, though, is getting the word out initially here. We'll be hearing more that the Walk to End Alzheimer's is now going to be here in Owatonna. Well, it's going to be where it's been before, but we also have that opportunity here in Owatonna.
It is going to be wonderful. We have such a great group of people that have gone to Rochester and Minneapolis to support the walk and support the Alzheimer's Association from Owatonna, and I am super excited that we actually get to do it here. We do so much fundraising, we do so much work with them that it's going to be great for the community, it's going to be great for the caregivers, and thank you for all your work with that.
Yeah, I think that our community is going to get behind it and support it. And the reason it's here, I think, is a lot of the Alzheimer's Association has a booth at the Steele County Free Fair. In the last couple of years, they've heard more and more, how come we don't have one here? How come we have to go there or there or there to have this walk? We think we could support it here. And so it's really been a lot of the public and the professionals and people involved that have said, we'll support it if it's here. So we're very excited, October 5th. But again, you'll be seeing and hearing more and more information as certain partners like Brookdale Senior Living and others come to the forefront and say, we're supporting this, and we're absolutely certain that it's going to get the great support of businesses and organizations and individuals here in Owatonna. So, but mark it on your calendar.
Absolutely.
I want it there on the calendar so that you
absolutely.
can take advantage of that. Thanks, Shawn, for joining me and helping me interview me and you and
You're welcome.
playing together. So, Brookdale Senior Living, of course, a sponsor here of the Owatonna Today Show. I'm very happy to be doing that as well.
Great.
It's been a good partnership, whether I've been the host or not.
Yes, it has been. It has been. So, and we're glad you're on our team over here too. So,
yeah, thank you. I'm just Jane of all trades this particular week here.
Yes.
Thank you, Shawn.
You're welcome.
We'll take a break for our supporters, and we will be back to wrap up for today.
Hi, Warren Abraham Consulting Technologies, your one-stop technology shop. We support the Owatonna Today Show.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress. Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you in mind in everything we do. Owatonna Public Utilities.
hello, I'm Shawn McNulty.
And I'm Deb Gillard with Brookdale Senior Living, Sterling House, and Clarebridge of Owatonna.
And we are a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Okay, I almost can't handle that. It's enough. Enough of the Shawn and Deb. Okay, we've seen enough of her this week. I'm sorry, you just saw our supporter message as well, and that's why we were laughing just a little bit. But to wrap up today's show, a reminder that the fundraiser for Building the Barn at the Steele County Free Fair is going on tomorrow, Saturday, March 16th from 4 to 8 at Hy-Vee. It's a great dinner, smoked pork chop, gratin potatoes, green bean almondine, and all the extras, rolled butter, coffee, tea, all that good stuff. It is $10 for adults, 13 and up. And then for the kids, they're offering something that they didn't last year for this particular fundraiser. For $4, it's chicken strips, a side of choice, applesauce, and a root beer float. And that's all going on at Hy-Vee, and that's going to help them build that big barn at the Steele County Free Fair that is going to be taking the place of 3 of those barns. Tickets are available right now at the places you might expect: Steele County Extension Office, Steele County Free Fair, and so on around town. But you can also get tickets at the door. They also have a great raffle going on, too, for that fundraiser. So get a hold of anybody you know who's connected with the fair, and they'll be happy to get you that. Coming up next week, Steele County Safety Council meets on Wednesday, the 20th, and the topic for this next meeting will be welding safety and compliance. The lunch will be from 11:30 to noon at the Elks Club, and then the presentation will be from noon to 1. Cost for the lunch is $7, and of course, if you are interested in more information, contact Kevin at 475-2185 and find out more about either the Steele County Safety Council or the upcoming meeting or meetings. Coming up on March 26th, it's the next in the series of Autism Spectrum Disorder Parent Support Groups, and they will be meeting again on March 26th from 6 to 7:30 at the Associated Church here in Owatonna, and all who are interested are invited to attend that. Don't forget, the Owatonna Public School Student Show, K through 12, is running this month and goes through March 30th. Gallery hours at our Arts Center are 1 to 5 Tuesday through Sunday, closed on Mondays. If you haven't had a chance to get there and see that, that's all some of our young budding talent at the Owatonna Arts Center. Coming up next week on the Owatonna Today Show, I'm pretty sure Shelley will be back with you, will be KOWZ Home Show, the From the Heart Half Marathon on the docket, Owatonna Businesswomen's Pioneer Woman, Cardinal Stritch College Partnership with Riverland, the Food Shelf Update, and Express Employment Professionals, all for you next week. Until then, you have a great weekend and a great day. It's been great being on this week. We'll see you next time I'm guest hosting.